Yeah, so let's go back and change our options here, and we'll go the input system will be Mount Eden 2000. Mount Eden circuit 2000 there, and then we'll put in maurieo 1953, and the output will be New Zealand geodetic 2000, and let's go with the ellipsoidal, so like so. Alright, so that's all good to go, and then enter the coordinates here. Now a little bit of a tricky thing here. You actually have to put a space before the coordinates, so space 713081.410, tab across, space 436675.098, and then our I was going to put the yes, I was going to put the orthometric height in, which is 14.2339, like so, and convert the coordinates. And let's bring across our old friend the Ngaruawahia fundamental here, and first of all we can check that we've put in the correct values there, and let's see our values that we get out here. 37, 39, 44, 47845, so pretty close there. 1750845, 10464, and here we get our an ellipsoidal height there of 45.9339, which confuses me. And just as a double check, what I thought I would do. So here we are doing our various conversions, both backwards and forwards. So what I thought I'd do here is just change the options once again, and this time I'd put the Mount the 2000s, the New Zealand geodetic datum 2000, and here with that revised ellipsoidal height, so that would be ellipsoidal there, and then we get out here the Mount Eden 2000 circuit. And it doesn't seem to be too much problem with the actual position coordinates, our x and y. The issue seems to be with their heighting, the z factor, which is not unexpected. These are the ones that we all know we have difficulty controlling with our GPS. So we'll enter some coordinates here. So once more, 37 space 39 space 44.47843 space S, tab 175 space 08 space 45.10467 east, and 45.9339, which is our revised ellipsoidal height. Notice it tells you what to put in up here. It's a little helpful. Convert the coordinates, and here we are. Let's bring our fundamental one across there, 37, 39, 44. That's all sort of checking out there, and here we are, 14.2339. So I'm satisfied that we're doing the transformation right. There appears to be a small little localized error there in the height conversions, and yeah, we've just got to live with that perhaps, and certainly be aware of it when we do these things, that they're not totally things are not totally foolproof. We've got to be aware. Okay, so let's have a look at another transformation. Now, you can search through the geodetic database in the name section and just put in the words fundamental, and that gives all of the fundamental benchmarks, or ones that are named like that around New Zealand. Now, one that caused considerable controversy amongst the office staff, particularly the politically correct brigade, when I was working in 1972, was the Bulls fundamental, where it was thought that the drafting ladies that had to deal with it were somewhat being led up the garden path. But no, there is in fact a fundamental at Bulls, and it's known as the Bulls fundamental. So let's have a look at that, and perhaps do some coordinate transformations around the Bulls fundamental, that controversial benchmark from days gone by. So here we have the Bulls fundamental, and it has the same sort of situation as with the Ngaruahia fundamental. We're talking about the Wanganui circuit here, and we too have two heights. We have the Maurieo vertical datum and the Taranaki vertical datum. So that might cause some points of interest. So let's get cracking. Let's get cracking with that. First of all, we'll go back to change the options, and let's put in some data for the Bulls fundamental. So we'll stay with New Zealand geodetic data 2000, and we'll stay with our ellipsoid, and let's see what we can get out. We'll change this here to the Wanganui circuit 2000, which Wanganui 2000, and we'll stick with Maurieo 1953. Everything here is pretty good, so let's enter some coordinates. So 0.1, so let's 40 space 10 space 03.41598 space S, tab across 175 space 23 space 02.19064 space E space space tab across, and 70.725 is our ellipsoidal height, and let's convert our coordinate. Here we go, and we'll bring across the data from the Bulls fundamental. 40.03.41598 south, 175.23 yes, 70.725. So let's go see how we go with this Taranaki datum 808.248, 176, that's pretty good, and 391.131.104, and for our Maurieo datum 58.9025. So again 60 mils there, but that's probably pretty reasonable, 60 mils. Something to note here too is that there are options, different input options. You can put the coordinates in bulk and get answers. You can also download them and put them in as a file, but you have to get the format right, and you also can get them printed out as files. So let's just have a change the options here, and let's once again go back. Let's see how this Taranaki, how the Taranaki datum, if that is in fact available. Yes, it is. So we'll just see how things go for the Taranaki datum. So enter the coordinates. Right, so once again it's the same story, 40 space 10 space 03.41598. Oh, I've forgotten the space S. It's most important, otherwise the software doesn't it throws a bit of a wobbly. And S 2302.19064 tab, and we can put it into 70.725 and convert the coordinates. Oh, I put the longitude in incorrectly, and you can see, just to demonstrate what would happen there, of course. So let's have another crack at this, try and get it right this time. 40.03.41598. That's a pretty good example of data validation. There, 175 space 23 space 02.19064 space east, data validation, something that we learned in course 1 of year 1, which I've just been working on lately, where the data is validated on input to try and stop or reduce errors. So convert those coordinates. I don't quite know what I'm doing wrong there. 175 degrees. I'm going to have another go. Into more coordinates. So 40 space 10 space 03.41598 space S tab 175 space 23 space 02.19064 E tab 70.725. Let's see how it goes this time. That's better. And let's have a look. We'll bring over the Bulls fundamental sheet here. We should be pretty good with the coordinates. Yes, 131104, and again 20 mils in the thing there. Oh no, Wanganui circuit 2000 Taranaki vertical datum. Ooh, 589825. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Yeah, for the Taranaki one. Cool. So yeah, that's various conversions and things. You can choose a couple of conversions of your own and demonstrate them, perhaps with a little bit of commentary on with regards to the accuracy and what you've done and why you did it. And yeah, that should cover that aspect of the assessment that we need to do. So that's converting from, as they say, from across the various transformations. Demonstrate converting from the ellipsoidal to normal orthometric, and from normal orthometric to ellipsoid. Be covered admirably. I think probably 2 examples of each, perhaps using 2 different marks, would cover that nicely.